guys, I've come back for another presentation, and this time I'm going to present causes of diarrhea, or what is diarrhea itself, and by definition, diarrhea, these are frequent motions which may be 3 or more times within 24 hours. So anything like 2 motions in 24 hours is not called diarrhea. So that's the WHO definition. And the diarrhea may be watery, may be bloody, or mixed with blood, depending on the cause. So there are so many causes of diarrhea. They're either caused by bacteria, or caused by virus, or caused by fungus, or caused by overuse of antibiotics. And there are so many, but to mention a few. And how can we prevent diarrhea? Diarrhea can be prevented through hand washing with soap and running water. So if it's not running water, then that is not hand washing, because there are those who wash hands in a small basin with soap, but it's the same water which is not running, but they clean all their hands within that same basin, and they end up mixing the infection on their hands. The other way is what we call drip dry. So you wash your hands and you do like this. Wash your hands from the elbow. You wash from the hands going to the elbow. You wash from the hands, from the hand going to the elbow. You wash from the hand going to the elbow. And when you clean yourself with clean water, you drip dry, like this. That means the water will come from the hands and it goes up to your elbow and it follows off. Then when you straighten your hand, that means water will come from the dirty area above the elbow and it goes to where you have washed in the hands. That one is drip drying, and that is most majorly done when we are going to do surgery. Or when you want to be extra clean, you can do hand washing and you dip dry. So this hand washing may be this is what they call a WHO standard. WHO standard is like you make a lather of soap, then you clean in between the hands, you clean the dorsum, you clean the knuckles, you clean the knuckles, you clean the tallow. When you clean the tallow, something to do with that, then you drip dry. Then you clean yourself with soap. You clean your skin off soap, and you dip dry. So that's what really happens. Oh, current has gone. Oh my God. And hope you can see me, but current has gone. So the other ways of preventing diarrhea is by the other ways is by taking you boil water for drinking, safe preparation of food, and wash your hands before feeding your child, or even when you're feeding your child, use a spoon. Don't use your hands. Or you may clean your hands thoroughly well with soap and water. Then you feed your child. You wash your utensils very well. That means the plates and the plates and the saucepans. You also put them in the sunshine to dry very well on a drying rack to dry very well. So the other way of cleaning, of preventing diarrhea, is preventing the 5 F's. So you clean your fingers, no feces. That's why wash your hands. That means when you go to the latrine, you must wash your hands so that you don't eat the feces. So that means that also means that you have to use a latrine to dump in your feces. Even if a kid, because there are those who say that children's feces do not cause any disease, but they are also supposed to be disposed of in a latrine because they also cause disease. Then the other flies, we should also control flies so that they don't contaminate our food. And when you store food, you should also store it in a safe place where these flies cannot reach. And don't store it for more than 24 hours because it may go bad and you also want to eat it. So that food should be stored safely. So thanks to God that electricity has come back. So we need to store our food very well. And when you store food, let these cockroaches and the flies don't reach it. So we need to control these flies from our latrines. We spray them. Then we need also to store the remains of food safely, covered very well in a clean container so that nothing can reach them. The other way of cleaning, of preventing diarrhea is actually by taking clean food, because you may take contaminated food into your stomach and it may not be palatable for your stomach and you end up getting diarrhea. Also, if you take new food, you should avoid taking new food because the food you have taken for the first time, food taken the first time may cause diarrhea because your stomach is not used to it. For example, you take yogurt. You take yogurt for the first time, or you have lactose intolerance, you're going to have diarrhea. And that brings us to causes of diarrhea, which are very many. As I said, there are bacteria, there are viruses, there are fungus, So in bacteria you have as many. You have the E. coli, you have the Entamoeba histolytica, you have the amoebic type, you have the orocandiasis, can cause this form of fungus, can cause diarrhea. Then you also have some diseases like gastroenteritis due to bacteria. We have peptic ulcer disease, can cause diarrhea. Then we have other conditions like lactose intolerance. Same say if you take milk and you're not used to it, it can still cause diarrhea. So prevention of this diarrhea is basically taking a lot of oral rehydration salts. You take a lot of oral rehydration salts, and in children we encourage basically we have two types of diarrhea. You have acute diarrhea, you also have chronic diarrhea. But in children who have acute diarrhea, usually advise them to take ORS, oral rehydration salts, plus zinc. Oral rehydration salts, that's ORS, and zinc tablets. Now those ones will help in fighting any causative organism in the stomach. Unless when it is a fungus, then if it is caused by fungus, or if the acute diarrhea persists at home, because ORS is the basic treatment given at home. You can also prepare ORS at home. So you can prepare ORS at home where you get some little salt, you also get some little sugar, you get clean water, and you add them together, you stir. I think it is is it 1 spoon? But you have to get some sugar and some little salt, you mix them together and you make ORS. So they shouldn't be so Congo. So I think it is 1 spoon of sugar, 2 spoons of sugar, plus 2 teaspoons of sugar, plus 1 spoon of, plus a teaspoon, a teaspoon of, plus a teaspoon of salt. Then you mix in 1 liter of water. So you mix. If you cannot mix that, then you buy your ORS, you buy your oral hydration salts, and you mix in a liter. There's a packaging of a liter, there's a packaging of 1 cup. So whatever you can finish. So every after motion, you take the ORS. Every after motion, you take the ORS. And if it persists, go and see a health worker. Even if you say diarrhea and you think you are near a professional health worker, even if it is acute diarrhea, then you can see a health worker. There are those who present with chronic diarrheas. Chronic diarrheas are caused by many things, but one of them is HIV. One of them is HIV opportunistic infections. They can cause diarrhea, chronic diarrheas, and lactose intolerance. So there you have to see a health worker and maybe may prescribe now big treatment like antibiotics, steroid zinc, ORS, or may apply at that time. So prevention is better than cure. So we better prevent diarrhea than looking for treatment of diarrhea. So I urge you to always take precautions before you eat, before you touch anywhere, after visiting a latrine, when you're preparing food. Take precautions as responsible citizens so that we can prevent diarrhea. I don't want to talk much on treatment, but basically I've opened up myself on prevention. Hand washing is the major. Hand washing with soap and water, and soap and running water is the major prevention strategy, because these hands can transfer so many things. So fellow Ugandans, be responsible enough, prevent diarrhea at all ages. If you think it has persisted, try to see a professional health worker who can advise you accordingly. Thank you so much.